This was me the first year of college. Very stressed, you know, not fully being ready, especially the summer before. Just kind of looking at my class schedule, not knowing what to do, not knowing if my class would be good. I didn't know anyone. I tried my best to know people from my high school that came here, but honestly didn't know anyone. And yeah, my name is Alex Floyd, and I will be talking about bridge programs and the problems that come from going from high school to college. By the end of this speech, you should know why I think we should have these bridge programs. And my thesis, kind of central idea, is that they do help students. Why you should care about this is because if you're listening to this, you're either a professor or college student, and this is part of life that comes with change. And as a professor, you know that, and as students, you know that as well. Here's some of the main points that we'll be going over. That many students run into problems going from high school to college, what bridge programs would look like, and how we could get them into schools, what these students will look like after going through these bridge programs. To begin, we will talk about the many students that many students run into problems going from high school to college. Many people are nervous. My first point through this main point, is that many people are nervous going through college in summer. It's like a normal high school year, but they're just more nervous because it's exponential change. An example of a program that helps you throughout the summer that talks about how you can be nervous is MSU Ignite, which I used in my previous persuasive speech. Um, it is, like I said before, a 5-year program, but I think that eventually they will make it into a bigger, longer program in the future. And then my second point is that they also don't know how college works socially and where to start. I mean, as someone that didn't party in high school per se, or anything like that, or go out a lot, once you get to college, it's just like you don't know what it like if it's what's okay to do socially in a social setting. You're by yourself for the first time, so it's another problem that I can run to. And then academic responsibilities and due responsibilities. Academic responsibilities are just like papers, learning how to do them, kind of understanding the rubrics, and sort of like, especially if you have a class with many different types of assignments, every assignment will have different rubrics. So sometimes they don't understand that. And the responsibilities in general, if you're living on campus, you have to start getting groceries and other things like that. And that's another problem that they run into, is just like kind of living away from home for the first time. Next, I will be talking about, after we talked about that, I will be talking about what bridge programs would look like and how we could get them into the school. Bridge programs can look like the ones we're doing. They could be during the summer, like Ignite, or during the school year, or both times. Like Grand Valley, Ferris has one during the school year, and Michigan does well as well. The ways you can kind of get in is low grades in college. If it's like, oh, you need to go in a kind of like a probationary thing, or you had low grades in high school, diversity, or sometimes they have bridge programs for high grades, which is more rare, but they do have that as well. Sometimes they are required, sometimes they're not. It's hard having something required as adults. I do understand that, but normally the requirement is to go if you would like to still be enrolled in that college, or you have to join the program to get into that college. Create these programs is not super hard. I mean, you need a budget. I know we justify at Grand Valley because it's diversity. Other schools may justify it just to gain enrollment and be able to have a diverse range of different academic level students. And also gives some students a chance that maybe, she'll go to high school, had an upwards trend at the end, and kind of are at a different place than they were in high school. And last thing we're going to be talking about with my main points is what the students will look like at the Rich program. it can lose some nerves. I mean, I know if it's especially in the summer, it's like you already have that foundation. And even if it's during the school year, after a few weeks of the program, you will maybe lose some nerves, make some friends, even if they don't last for the whole year, you'll have them for a little bit and then kind of get ready for that. And they can help maybe people just like you learning what classes you have with other people and joining clubs. I know I joined some clubs just because I was there. And it was also we were also told to maybe like go to something like club with friends that we met at our bridge program or maybe like the club night, meet up with them and go there. And then we could maybe have a mentor. I know I have a success coach and I still meet with him in my sophomore year, even though I don't need to. It's just nice to constantly have someone there. And there's also sources such as someone from the Journal of School of Nursing that talked about how like one of the things learning that you can learn from maybe a mentor or someone like that is just how to write in college. I know in a personal one, we OWS we would always have one at Grand Valley would always have people from the writing center come by, older students that come by and help us with our papers. That was very helpful. Is a review of main points that many students run into problems going from high school to college, what bridge programs would look like and how we keep them in schools, and what these students would look like after the bridge programs. And, most of us struggle going from high school to transition to college, and more help is honestly needed. I feel like it's hard because you have a lot of people going into college that had high GPAs that didn't need to try in high school, and a lot of the people that did need to try hard in high school and barely got in aren't comfortable enough. Call to action, we have a program here. This is a picture from a few years ago, but it has grown exponentially. I don't even know if we could fit everybody that's even in OWS in the picture now, but they have an office at Kirkhoff and their number is 616-311-331-5200. And I think the current program is up to like hundreds and hundreds of students. So I mean, it's a good network to start out a college career.